Boys, what's the first age that you remember?
Ooh. This is, I literally had this exact conversation with my parents very recently. And I thought it was like 5.
Okay.
But it turns out I have these like very, like not super vivid, but like almost just like a snapshot of like things that happened when I was like 3. So not vivid, but I do know, like I have memories of like, it's mostly like when did Chris get sick? I have memories of those, of like throwing up when I was 3. So that's the earliest I think I can remember.
I kind of have eerily similar story there too, Chris, that I think the number that comes to mind is 5, where most of them are, but there are snippets. If you remember, not that long ago, we had a conversation about scars, and the scar on my eye from my 3rd birthday where my uncle dressed up as Batman. Now there's a snippet there that I can remember a snapshot from it. And so 3 is probably early as back as I go, but like when the wheel was turning full cycle, probably around 5.
Dan, is the memory from before you got whacked upside the head?
Yeah. Oddly, I don't remember anything after that. Just all up before that. That new memories took a year or 2 to kick in.
Yeah. After that, he remembers that was his first memory, but he doesn't remember anything until he was 8. Like he's like, yeah. So for me, when I think about this, because we talk about this a lot because of the kids and stuff, right? And I feel like every parent has like, when are you going to take your kids on some big trip or like Disney World or whatever it is? And I'm always just like, not until like they can remember it. And I'm like, it's just me saying that because like I feel like I remember everything after I was 7. And I feel like 7 is the age for me, because what has it blurred is that my mom and parents, my mom, dad, whatever, they took so many pictures and videos of everything, because like we had our own video camera. But before that, my mom would borrow the video camera from the library at school. So like all of my holidays from the 80s and stuff like that, they're all on tape. So like I think, but it's like, do I remember that, or do I just remember watching that? Because I have some of those things on DVD now. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know if I remember, dancing to Santa Claus is Coming to Town with my sister and when I was 2. I don't remember that, but I remember watching that every single year of my life since like 1988. So it's a weird, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's the only reason why I brought that up.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. There's like that blurred memory line where it's like, did we just watch this tape so often I think I remember it? Or do I actually remember it? And then we're just kind of reliving it through all these tapes and pictures. That's so weird. There's so many of those fuzzy memories like that.
Yeah, this is interesting. I have thought about what you said, Didi, where it's like with the kids, you wonder, are they remembering this? Like we just had my daughter's 2nd birthday party. Everybody had a blast. I'm pretty sure she's not going to remember anything about it. But now I'm starting to think like, so Olivia, she loves to look at photos of the trips that we've been on. And I almost wonder at like that young of an age, like she loves watching videos of grandma and grandpa and Nana and like seeing all this stuff. Like, I wonder if now that we have that technology, does it like help those memories actually get ingrained before they would fly out the dome? Like, I wonder about that. There's no way to know. But I guess we'll find out.
Right. Not yet.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned the birthday, because I almost sent you a text, but then thought it seemed like mean, like it would have been more of a thing like to say to you in person. So like I didn't want to like look like I was being a dick or something. I almost sent you a text that said, dude, have fun. She's not gonna remember this shit anyways. I was like, because I'm like, next year's the one. And the only reason why is because I know the difference. We thought 2, she may have known stuff, but 3, it's like, no. She came like months before. It's like, it's my birthday, it's happening, whatever. And then this year, I'm terrified of the month of October this year. I don't even know I don't know what's gonna happen this year. But no, 3 is when they start to remember that. But I almost sent that to you and was like, this seems kind of mean. I'm not going to.
Well, you're right, because for her birthday, like we kept telling her leading up to it, like, you're going to turn 2, you're going to turn 2. And then all she wanted to do was sing happy birthday to other people. So I don't think she like understood. She was like, oh,
No.
birthday. I love singing that song. Let's sing it to everybody. She didn't get that. Like it was for her. So yeah, we'll pull out all the stops here for birthday number 3. And then in 10 years, find out if she remembers it.
Yeah, she won't. What's up? Welcome to the Brunch Breakdown that we hope you remember. And today on the show, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to talk, we got a fun wedding topic that we're going to talk about from a listener of the Brunch Breakdown. And Aldi is having weddings. So we got music for your Aldi wedding and beer shoes. Yes, beer in shoes and music and actual beer we're going to talk about. But Dan, let everybody know where to find the Brunch Breakdown.
Oh man, what a menu we got for everybody today. But you can find that menu each and every week on the Brunch Breakdown, where you can literally find us anywhere podcasts are available. We've got new episodes for you each Wednesday, every week, new episodes on Wednesdays. Hit follow, hit subscribe. Let those episodes come to you when you're ready to listen to them each and every Wednesday. We've got full video episodes available on our YouTube and our Facebook pages. Those premiere at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and available on demand anytime you would want to watch those. We've got some very important visuals today. So again, you're going to want to get in front of a screen for that. Social media, everywhere. That's all you need to know. At Brunch Breakdown, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Triller, TikTok. Follow us, we follow you back. It's that simple, people. And don't forget the Sounds of Brunch playlist. We give you what we're listening to each and every week. We give you that exclusive playlist on Spotify that gets updated every Friday. The double stuffed version, 2 weeks. If you missed last week, it's included. We'll update it for this week as well. They'll find that every Friday on Spotify.
Beautiful. Well, let's get it started. Brews Day. Chris, what are you sipping on?
I brewed up lemonade for today, boys, because your boys' calories are low right now. I am hurting. I am very, very hungry. I am not allowed to eat much food at the moment. And even taking a few sips would take calories away from solid food that I hope to enjoy and make myself feel a little bit more satisfied. So I do not have a beer today. I apologize. I will be drinking out of this stadium cup from Camp Randall Stadium. Delicious ice cold Crystal Light lemonade. Thank you.
Nice. Well, dude, Dan, you're really gonna have to bring it you're gonna have to bring it today, because I don't have a beer either, because as you guys know, I'm in the final countdown of baby time. So I only feel comfortable drinking at night, like when my wife is next to me. So when she's like at a doctor's appointment, I don't know if she's gonna call me right now or text Dan right now and and say Didi has to get off the pod. So I don't feel comfortable drinking any sip of anything, like unless she is right here or right beside me at night, and it's in very little moderation. So I'm in that zone, so I'm kind of chilling. So yeah, Dan, bring us home. Brews Day.
What an incredible Brews Day today. Yeah, I'm glad I have a beer. Blink if either of you guys, blink twice if either of you guys need help. Chris not allowed and Didi not comfortable. These don't sound like my friends, ladies and gentlemen, but don't worry, we've got one beer for the 3 of us. Hitchhiker. Haven't had on a good Hitchhiker beer here in a while. Haven't done a sour. That's right, S-A-H-R. Sour here in a while either. So let's bring them together. Let's give you a Hitchhiker sour, but not just a sour, a smoothie sour. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of their subsurface series, and this one is called All Orange. And we've got Cara oranges, blood oranges, and tangerines in the all orange, quite literally the all orange. And let me tell you something. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful beverage right here because you get the tartness from the orange, but you also get like that balanced sweetness. The tangerine really kind of mellows out that tart level, gives you a nice balanced sweetness. This is just juice right here. It's orange juice, but it's a little less tart. It's a little sweeter, and it's fantastic, and it's delicious, and it's just a wonderful summer sipper as we deal with 90-degree heat each and every day. I need a nice quenching beverage like this, and the all orange subsurface from Hitchhiker gets that job done. So I'll be enjoying this for the three of us today.
Nice job, Dan.
Beautiful. That's like, I want that beer. Also, I did not know that a Cara orange existed.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Like, I was like, that sounds like a name of like a female rapper or something. But like like, I did not know this because I saw it was like you said it and I saw the can. I was like, what is a Cara orange? But yeah, a Cara navel is a red fleshed navel orange, early to mid-season navel orange, believed to have developed as a spontaneous bud mutation. Oh yeah, so it's a mutt on a Washington navel orange tree. So yeah, there you go. There's your citrus. Cara orange.
Beautiful. Cara, blood orange, a favorite of both of yours, and tangerine, all in one. It's a beautiful thing. And I will, yes, go ahead.
Well, wait, I'm just, more Cara orange history because
Yes.
I learned something here. Chris, it is an excellent source of vitamin A and C.
Very nice.
Let's go. See, healthy drinking over here. You're both fine. You need this. And I'll do enough drinking for the three of us this weekend at the best beer festival in the country. Recap preview of that next week on the Brunch Breakdown. May or may not be having a beer because of what I'll intake over the weekend. Follow me on Instagram at SteelCityDan22 if you want to be all in the behind the scenes and all the crazy beer that I'll be drinking this weekend. And I'll be thinking of the two of you in that process.
Please, just send me beers. Just send the pictures of them to me. I'll act like I'm drinking them, please.
I'll just give you real quick captions like delicious or Cara.
Speaking of the real quick descriptions,
Yes.
we had a bunch of family in this weekend for the birthday. We had a baptism, and my wife's family, they're avid listeners of the Brunch Breakdown, and they think it's hilarious that Dan, just like he did right now, goes for 3 to 5 minutes on his beer while me and Dee Dee say like, it's citrusy and it's
good.
pretty good.
And then we ask Dan questions as if Dan isn't going to talk enough
Right.
about his beer. We're like, so mosaic
Follow-ups.
hops, they're in everything. Why?
Yeah. Just all part of a well-balanced brunch. That's what we're here for.
That's amazing. I love it. Well, cheers, gentlemen. Happy Brews Day.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers to
me.
Dan. Dan's triple fisting over there. I love it. All right. Well, let's get random topics up our chests. Chris, you weren't here last week. What is on your mind?
Well, this maybe can loosely tie in with the whole memory topic you brought up at the start of the episode. I'm just like generally not okay with how old like TV footage from the early 2000s looks now. This is the time of year when I'm getting ready for football season. I'm watching a lot of like old games I have saved or documentaries of, like the early 2000s USC Trojans. This is the one that set it off. I was watching Reggie Bush and like having to squint to make out everything that was happening. And it clicked to me. I was like, wait. Okay, we were all born in the 80s. So when like the early 2000s rolled around, we were, in high school, whatever, we were looking back on footage from the 80s and we were like, damn, that looks old. And now that's like that's like our prime time years, right? Of those, everything from like 2007 and earlier looks like it's from the 1960s. Like it's ridiculous. And I'm just not okay with it. And there's nothing we can do about it. I'm curious if you guys have noticed the same thing, but it's like another one of those things where it's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I have noticed that. I started to notice it more after The Last Dance, because that 1980s Jordan footage of him like destroying the Celtics, scoring 63 points, specifically the 80s footage, right? The early Jordan footage. It's streaky. It looks like a red line is like going to the basket. It's super weird. Like the green from the Celtics jerseys is like going across the screen. Like someone put their fingers across it or something in paint. Like it's so weird. But yeah, and once that happened, and I was like talking about how that footage didn't age well, cut to like them showing any basketball footage from like the 2000s or the 90s, and I'm like, oh, wow, that sucks. Like we're old. So somebody who is, I don't know, 20 years old is looking at that footage like, what the fuck did you guys watch?
Yeah.
Like
they're like saying, hey, that looks old as shit. And
yeah,
I mean, I don't know, maybe it is, but either way, I don't like it. For basketball, I was just watching something on Allen Iverson from like his 76ers years. And I was like, this looks so old. It's just really depressing.
Yeah, it's all moving like too quickly where we can't even, it makes us seem so much older than we are. Like technology moved at a moderate pace through the 80s and 90s, and things got updated, and it was like, wow, look at what this used to look like 30 years ago. Now it's like, wow, look what this used to look like 3 months ago. And we're like, wow, that's really old. Like, let's slow the roll, because by the time we're old, imagine what that stuff is going to look like. It's going to look like black and white TV. And it's like, wasn't that bad, everybody? we can't keep up with it. It's wild.
Well, think about it. TikTok's the biggest app in the world, right? So, and it happened so quickly because it literally is the one app that took every single app that got destroyed, like Musically or Vine, and they made it the perfect thing and took elements from everything, made it the perfect app. And now it's the biggest app in the universe. That was all within like, I don't know, 5 years.
Yeah, probably even less.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that all happened so fast. Like we've been on Instagram for maybe 10 years, 11 years now. And all the things that have happened in that time period it's insane, because everyone's just taking this from this and making this thing better. And it's like, it makes it feel like you tell a story about Vine, and it's like, wait, like that wasn't that long ago, but it sounds like you're telling a story about something that happened 30 years ago, but really it's like, no, that was like 7 years ago.
Vine was like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Wild. But I hear you, dude. Yeah. That Reggie Bush Fresno State game does not look the same on my TV as it did before. And it hurts.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
God. All right, Dan, get it off your chest.
All right, I'm gonna try to make this quick. If you're at home and you're listening to this or whatever you're doing and you're not working, go work for the airlines. Okay, please go work for the airlines. All right, we spent almost 2 years, right, about not being able to like safely travel on an airplane. It was all road trips and whatnot. And now that we can like safely travel on airplanes, we're at more risk now for like delays and cancellations any day of the week, constantly. And I'm like sick of not being excited about trips that are planned or that I need to plan, and that I should be excited for, and they're coming up and I'm like, what if this flight gets delayed? What if this flight gets canceled? And now there have to be all these like contingencies in place where it used to be like, an hour and a half to 2 hour layover is perfect. Now I'm like, no, I need to spend 5 hours in Denver just in case I get there late and can't make the next plane. And I'm just constantly thinking about this now because it's on the news constantly. Hundreds of flights all over the country every day, not only because of weather. Oh, there's staffing shortages, blah, blah. Go get a damn job at the airlines so we don't have to go and deal with this and have like this extra. It's already stressful to travel, especially through airlines and airports and things like that. This like extra burden over it. Like, we may not get there. We don't know. Just roll the dice. You wake up in the morning. You have no idea if your plane's going to be there, if you're going to get to your destination. Please, if you don't have a job, go work for the airlines, please. That's all I'm asking.
Dude, I'm with you, man. I'm terrified to fly the next time I have to fly. So with the family specifically, because I don't know
Oh,
how
sure.
families are dealing with that. Like I have no idea, like the delays in having multiple kids with you. You guys won't see me for a long time. So come to LA. Like I am pushing my trip home like as far back as I can push it. Like I don't know how far I'm gonna push it, but I'm pushing it back as far as I can.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's why my family of 4 will be driving like, I don't know, 13 hours on Friday to Wisconsin. However long it takes. At least we can guarantee that, like, at least we're in control of it, you know?
Yeah.
But like that's not good.
It's a freaking nightmare. I've just never seen more people talk about staying in hotels and like giving out getting hotel vouchers than ever before. That was such like something that happened like never ever happened. Like now it's happening all the time.
Right.
All right. I want to try to make this quick. For all the husbands out there listening, all the fathers out there listening, but specifically husbands and fathers, guys, it's 2022. I need you all to pay attention to your woman and like stay in shape. That's what I need you to do. Try. Honestly, it's try, not stay in shape. It's just try, because I'm seeing a lot of dudes out here. I'm like, you're not trying. Looks like your woman is trying. Doesn't look like you're trying at all. And you just hear stories now that we're more outside, and you just hear these things about guys just, haven't been on a date night, haven't cooked nice dinner, haven't done anything cool with their husband in a few years and all this shit. And you're just like it's 2022, man. It's not 1952. Like your woman will leave you. Like she will leave you. I just don't think I don't think people are understanding this enough. Like maybe the dad that some of these people had, they're like, oh yeah, my dad, like once he hit a certain age, he just didn't care, had a beer gut, whatever. My mom loved him, all that stuff. Like, I don't think that's going to be the same for our generation and generations that come after us. I don't think so. If you stop doing things and stop trying, your wife will leave you. So guys out there, just try. That's all I'm telling you. Try. Pay attention to your woman and try to do something nice. Try to stay a little bit in shape. I'm not saying you got to be like Chris and lose 30 pounds and whatnot. You ain't got to do that. I'm just saying, look like you give a shit. Because I'm telling you, I don't think women are going to be cool with you not giving a shit like they were in previous generations. So that's all I'm saying. Try.
And, if you're looking to get in better shape, you can use discount code DDIsWise for 15% off your first month of coaching at Chris Gates Fitness. We're launching coaching applications on August 22nd. DD, thank you for setting me up for that little promo. What a job. What marketing. That was great.
Dude, you're welcome.
DD, I'm calling it right now, one of the greatest chess segments we've had in the history of this show, speaking so much truth. And it goes to things like, staying in shape, caring, but like also don't when you're sitting at home, people that work from home constantly and around their significant other, like enough with the sweatpants every day of the week. Like if you don't take her out to dinner, like at least class it up in your own home where you don't look like a bum all the time. Like I'm totally about comfort and everything like that, but a little bit of try to show that you still care and you don't think you're going to mail this thing in the rest of the way and turn into your dad and grandfather who did that and got away with it. Because Didi, you make a great point. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. She can go right here to her phone and find somebody who will give a shit and try like that. And you don't even know. So words to the wise from Didi.
I've been really on this. I texted Chris like 2 weeks ago, just randomly about the word dad bod and how annoyed I was with it. So this has been on my mind for weeks.
I was wondering when it was going to come up. A lot of men, as they get later into life, tend to treat their body like a trash can. And it doesn't
Listen,
have
I
to
never
be
thought I
that
would.
way.
I never thought I would say this before, but listen to Doug Flutie, gentlemen. Listen to Doug Flutie. You know he's out there in those commercials. You know, Frank Thomas, those two guys. You know who I'm talking about. You know those commercials I'm talking about. Next Gen Total T, whatever it's called. You need a little extra T in your life. Give him a call. Give him a call.
Jesus Christ. Let's get into the main menu, boys. All right. So our friend Tyler Malone sent us an awesome topic. And here is how it goes. You know how wedding DJs always play the oldies early to get the geezers on the dance floor, then move on to the hits? So in 30 years, what will be the oldies that play to get us on the dance floor early? So at weddings, what songs will be those geezer songs?
Geezer songs
that get us on the dance floor? Oh,
I haven't heard somebody use the word geezer in a really long time.
it's such a good word.
It's
a good word.
It's a great word. And a great
What do you
topic.
Yeah, great topic. What do you guys got?
Yeah, from Usher. It's the first song that came to my mind. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Jesus.
That's gonna get the geezers out there. That's gonna get us out there as geezers in 30 years. That DJ will play that, and the young kids will be like, "Wow, look." Can't wait till they get out of the way. Get this song out of the way. That's fine.
I thought of this one. I'm not thrilled with, but I think it will be the case because it kind of apply. Like kind of everybody knows it. But that Black Eyed Peas song, "Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night." Like I think that's gonna probably almost definitely be one of them.
Oh,
dude, I have on my list. I have anything by the Black Eyed Peas. That's on my list. Like anything by the Black Eyed Peas will do the trick. It will do the trick. I promise.
Dude, you know how much I hate Queen? Like, I feel like my kids will say that about the Black Eyed Peas. They'll be like, "You mean wait, that band that I just heard at basketball and football games, like they actually were something? You guys paid to see them?" Yeah, that's what my kids will be saying. That's how I feel about Queen. But yeah, Rihanna, "We Found Love."
Oh,
yeah. My old ass is up. I'm like, oh, yeah. They don't make music like this anymore.
How about Flow Rida's entire catalog? Anything.
I love that you're just dropping whole catalogs.
Those are the two. Yeah. I have one other one that's kind of a catalog and a couple songs. I do have some specific songs, but are you kidding me? Anything by Flow Rida from 2002 to 2008 it's getting us up. I'm there for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Low, Little John. Like I feel like that's pretty
dangerous though. Dangerous as a geezer.
It is dangerous as a geezer. And this one's gonna pretty directly go into something that I've been saying since I was like 18. Like the lyrics to a lot of those geezer friendly songs right now are almost, they're almost like touching, you know, but like ours are, we are not gonna play a slow dance song that gets you out onto the floor and I don't know, whips you up into a romantic whimsy. Like we're gonna be singing about "Till the Sweat Drops Down My," you know, like it's not gonna it's the family dynamics at weddings they're only gonna get weirder.
Yeah.
The phrase "apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur," like that's gonna really resonate in 30 years of that. It's either a trend again or it's like, what? Be really trendy.
And you know, another thing about this is we're talking like this, Tyler said this in 30 years, like it's a lot closer than that. Like, think about it. "Back That Ass Up" is like basically one of those songs now.
Yeah.
But it really will be in like 10 years, not 30. In like 10 years, "Back That Ass Up" will be but yeah, that's one of the songs for me is Back That Ass Up. Like
Baby Got Back. That's already there, right?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like
that's way
10
there.
years left before it's, it's everybody's on the floor for that now, young and old. And so that's there. That's already in the category. Timber, Kesha. It's going down. I'm yelling Timber. I mean,
I love it.
It'll have me up. That's for sure.
Well, I'll just piggyback off of that and take a note out of Steel City Dan's book. Just really Kesha's entire catalog.
Yeah.
Not mad.
Also true.
Yeah.
Not mad at it. I mean, if we're doing catalogs, which I didn't know that's what we were doing, Jason Derulo's entire catalog.
Of course. Of course.
A lot of hits on there. A lot of hits in there, people.
Here's a good question. Which artists that we just mentioned, because obviously our sons, daughters, they're all going to mention one of these as their do not play song at their wedding. They're going to be like, there will be nothing played by Jason Derulo at my wedding. Which one will hurt you the most if they say it and you just have to deal with it as you've been writing checks for this thing and you're just like, oh, this one will hurt you?
I think I'm almost positive that it will be something boy band related, like early 2000s boy band related, and that will hurt pretty considerably.
If it's Kesha, I'll be that will hurt. That will probably hurt the most out of what we just discussed. But one of the songs, this goes in perfectly. One of the songs that I was going to suggest would be one to definitely get the people on the dance floor is probably the number one that I think that our kids would say they don't want played at their wedding. And that, unfortunately, is our national anthem, Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. I have a feeling that becomes the song they don't want to hear that we love and will want to hear.
Is that because by then it will officially be the national anthem and they just heard it way too many times?
Precisely. Yes.
Okay. 1,000%. Yeah. In that same kind of thing, Baby by Justin Bieber, I think it will be a song that puts us on the dance floor, but it will probably be the most requested do not play song at weddings because, I mean, that's a jam. But like, I could definitely see when Saoirse's getting married, her being like, there is nothing to be played. I don't care who tells you, by some guy named Justin Bieber. There is nothing to be played by some guy named Cisco. There is nothing to be played by these people. And she just, I can see that now because Bieber's gonna look, he's like, it's gonna be like the Beatles or something. Like if someone says they want to play like something from freaking Abbey Road, like at your wedding, you're gonna be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
right.
You know,
that's a good one too, because isn't that like the most hated video on YouTube, like the most disliked?
It's like the most liked and the most hated, I think.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like both of them.
Yeah.
God, what a jam. But when you hear that, you're in your seat.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum. It's time. Let's go.
It's time to get up. Oh,
there we go. Gotta
Here
go.
we go. Gotta get up.
You guys got any more?
Yeah, I've got anything that Akon was a feature on. None of his actual songs, but only Akon features.
Yes. You know I'm here for that.
This will be Akon features.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love it.
The forgotten hero of the early 2000s music.
Gone but never forgotten.
Yeah, that's right.
Never forgotten. Wow. Chris, you got any more?
I think like Hot in Here has real potential, Nelly. Ooh. You know,
I had Country Grammar. I thought about Hot in Here too. I thought those could make it. Yeah.
I think that's like, I mean, that song is the entire premise is getting on the dance floor. So I think that's got some geezer potential. I don't like, part of this is just uncomfortable to say. We're referencing our own songs with geezer potential.
Yeah. It's rough.
I thought one embarrassing song where like your kid may not have heard it, but like if it plays, like you and like, you know, her uncles will be very embarrassing. And I thought, Lit, My Own Worst Enemy. Like she won't know that hit her. Like she will have absolutely no idea what's going on, but like she didn't even know that song.
But she won't know how to put it on the do not playlist because she won't even be aware.
Exactly. And it will embarrass the crap out of her and she will like lose her mind. She's like, what is going on? Why are all my uncles acting like this? Why are people yelling and shouting? What is going on? I that was the last one I had on my list because I'm like that. I think that could sneak in there and
Yes.
And like even the DJ won't know what hit him. Like he'll be like, what? Okay, I'll play it, old man. You won't even know.
That's a great one. My last one is I think the reaction would be poor. So even if the Young Guns didn't see it coming, Riding Dirty by Chameleonaire could just really set an interesting tone early enough in a wedding if you're willing to get it, you know, Geezer Dangerous. So just be careful out there.
Oh my god.
Geezer Dangerous.
The combo of Chameleonaire and Geezer Dangerous, I feel like Chameleonaire has to put out an album called Geezer Dangerous at this point.
He does.
It would make sense for him at this point.
I'm gonna see if I can find him on Cameo. We gotta request it.
Yeah, let's go. Jordan Sparks is too busy for us. Maybe Chameleonaire will hit us up.
Geezer Dangerous Brunch is the new title of this podcast until further notice. So there you go. Geezer Dangerous Brunch. All right. Well, let's move on to some other stuff we've got. I want to talk beer shoes. I really do. I want to talk about these beer shoes. Dan, you found this. Heineken is doing something really interesting. Go for it.
Yeah, really interesting to say the least. So they've unveiled this, and if you're not near a screen, please, for the love of everything sacred, get to a screen to witness these. These are limited edition Heineken branded shoes. And the soles are filled with Heineken lager. I kid you not. The bottom of the shoe is filled with that golden Heineken lager. It's incredible. It has, as you can see there, a bottle opener in the tongue of the shoes. It's fully branded with the classic green, red, and white Heineken colors. They're only making 32 of these. They're calling them Heinekicks. It's just an absolute incredible sight to see, and a shoe that actually contains beer. It's phenomenal. And it's not like Heineken, the logo everywhere. It's just on the kind of the back strap and the label on the tongue. Otherwise, it kind of looks like a futuristic kind of dope shoe. So, boys, Heineken shoes, beer's in the soul. Let's go.
You're an alcoholic if you buy these shoes.
No way. Come on. This is awesome.
Like when we do brunch court, often we are looking at just strange food. And I often ask the question, who asked for this? But I'm not going to ask that same question here. What I do want to know is who, clearly there's a market. Clearly there's people that love Heineken this much. I'm going to guess that these shoes are worth a pretty penny. So I want to know what individuals are actually willing to shell out a lot of money for beer shoes. Like that is a very strange, like what type of person does that?
So it's interesting you mentioned about like the market and the demographic. So this is to help christen the launch of Heineken Silver, which is the launch of their new lighter beer. And they are targeting a younger demographic, a younger audience for this beer, because I feel like not a ton of young people maybe necessarily like really like Heineken. So with Heineken Silver, they're trying to kind of grasp that target. And they said they they hope that it reckons the idea of walking on lager the idea of walking on lager mirrors the unexpectedly smooth and unique sensation of Heineken Silver. Because that's what I think when I'm walking around all the time. So they're trying to go, but yeah, if they're only making 32 of these, people will be crazy and they'll shell out thousands for these shoes. You know they will.
I feel like this could have been done a different way. I think Heineken is the wrong beer to do this. If Bud Heavy did this and put beer in the bottom of like a Nike Monarch, like these would be the official shoe of country music concerts everywhere. There's a way this could have been done. Heineken was, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like Heineken to me always felt like it was like, I don't know, like classier than other beers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not one that I ever like. I feel like it's not one that's like around everywhere. So most people don't drink it because you just can't like always get it places, or maybe it's not the first thing that's on your mind when you're out at a bar is like, yeah, I want a Heineken. I don't know. Yeah. It would seem like a weird route to go.
You have to have the palate for Heineken. It doesn't taste like most other beers, right? That's what kind of makes it unique too. It's a unique flavor, a unique taste. It doesn't, mix in like Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light. Are they the same? No, but if you don't really care for beer, whatever, they're going to taste similar enough. There's not a lot of other beers that taste like Heineken, and you're right. You can't necessarily get it everywhere. In the United States, I know internationally it's a very popular beer. So I don't know. Do the shoes at least look cool? I think it's at least a really
I think the shoes look
aside
cool.
from the lager and the soles maybe, but I think it's a cool looking shoe.
I think it's a cool looking shoe. I just don't need beer moving at my feet. That's all.
Yeah, like the sloshing back and forth.
Yeah. Does it make sound? Does it make a sound? Like,
it would feel weird, I would think. Yeah, right. It would feel
also,
weird for sure.
How can they prove that it's actually beer?
Uh-oh.
What do you think, they putting in some cold water or something?
Yeah.
What's the point of that though?
I don't know.
Why not put the beer in? I guess the way you could prove it is shake those sumbitches up. See if you start to foam.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
you start to get a little pressure under there. Instead of using the the pumps, all you do is shake these shoes up and all of a sudden you get real bouncy.
Now I like that.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Wait, are these legal in the Olympics? Because if you can shake these things up and, shave a little time off your 100 or your 200,
right?
We might be onto something. Like
carbonation during the high jump, that might get you up there. Bounce off those bubbles.
Okay. See, now we're talking here.
Dude, now I think I've changed my mind on this shoe. I think you shake it up. All of a sudden, this is your secret. Let's say like a couple basketball coaches in the country are like, we're going to do this high school level. All of a sudden, their whole team is jumping out the gym.
Oh my God. This is like Mike. This is what this is turning into. This is going to be the movie Like Mike. You put the shoes on and then you turn into Michael Jordan because there's beer in the sole. How did we get here?
Incredible.
Went from beer shoes to the Olympics to Little Bow Wow.
We just made a movie, guys. So congrats. Pat yourselves on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I had some, in case you guys were sour on the idea of those shoes, which kind of until we realized these is a genius. I had some other ideas to maybe warm you up on the idea of these like theme shoes, right? And we're talking major brands here. So I tried to come up with some like major brands like Heineken that could maybe come up with a concept similar to this. Wendy's, melted Frosty in the shoe, in the sole. Go with the Frosty in the sole. Frosty's in your sole.
Milk in
Wendy's
your shoes?
Yeah. Yeah. Melted. It obviously would have to be melted. It's not staying frozen.
Do you know how bad shoes smell? Anyways.
It's
And you're
all
putting
it's all
milk
encased. So then
in-
take Chris's idea and make it fake. If it's frosty like substance, looks like frosty.
Frosty.
Here's one that'll get you more. Here's one that'll get you more.
You sure?
Now this one, I think the design of the shoe would actually be legitimately fire, and that would be a Taco Bell shoe with hot sauce in the sole. And they've got the different colors of the hot sauce, right? The hot, the mild, that like bright orange, the red. Taco Bell does some fire stuff. I think that'd be a great shoe.
I don't need anything in my. I don't need liquid in my shoes.
You don't need a
Right.
liquid. Perfect. Segue into the next one. Dunkin' Donuts, sprinkles in the sole. Let's go.
I thought you were gonna say coffee in the shoe. That would
No,
make
you
more
said you don't
sense.
need liquid. I mean, if you want coffee, we could do coffee, but sprinkles, Jimmy's, if you
Kids
will.
would love that. A kid's
Yeah.
shoe, sprinkles in the sole.
Yeah,
Remember
that'd
the
be
light up
legit.
shoes when we were kids? Yeah. Throw some sprinkles in there instead. And for the psychotics out there that love Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew could definitely do a shoe with like the different colors and flavors of Mountain Dew, Baja Blast shoes. And, the colors are dope, but throw it in a shoe.
I want a Mountain Dew Code Red street ball basketball shoe.
See?
Oh,
There
Okay.
you go.
okay. I like that. This wasn't bad.
Yeah. I
thought this was gonna be bad. This wasn't bad.
Yeah. The one for me though would be Pacifico, naturally,
Naturally.
since Heineken took the beer idea. But I need like a sandal. I need like a flip flop because Pacifico, I'm enjoying the beach. I'm enjoying the warm weather. Heineken's got the tennis shoe covered, so somehow I need some sort of like open-toed, open-aired shoe for enjoying Pacifico. So for the design experts at Pacifico, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that put up soon.
The best part about the Heineken shoe, though, is something that I wonder if it's patented or not. Like the bottle opener on that, like, is tucked into the shoe, is actually something that is needed because everyone is looking for a bottle opener all the time. And
All
if
the
you can
time.
find a way to put that in the shoe somewhere, in a shoe, like, discreetly, and you just always have one, now you're talking.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a need. That's a need.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heineken.
Well, let's get into what we're listening to, boys. What is going down musically in your world this week? Chris, what you got?
My daughter has alternated between favorite songs to start the weekend. And we have recently landed on Criss Cross's Jump. So that's going to be my first song on the playlist this week. Jump from Criss Cross.
All right.
This is Geezer Brunch for sure. We're definitely
Yeah,
that-
absolutely.
Put that on that wedding playlist.
Yeah. Sing 2 is on Netflix. You should watch that. Add that to your road. You should watch that with
All right.
the kids. Yeah. Just throwing it out there. Get you
wanna
some
put-
more jams, some newer jams in there.
I'm going to put the whole soundtrack on the playlist this week.
Yeah, the whole thing. But yeah. Dan, what are you listening to?
John Legend and Saweetie. Are you freaking kidding me? All she want to do? My man John he's getting back into some hits here. Some like actual radio hits. He's got a new album out next month. And guys, this track goes. I need this at weddings now. This is a song for weddings right now. Ryan, I know you're listening. Anybody else that's listening that's getting married in the next year, I need John Legend and Saweetie, All She Want to Do, on your playlist where I'm requesting it. Make it happen. Geezer playlist 50 years down the road. It's a great song.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned that. I have All She Want to Do, but not with Saweetie, the version just John. Because I played that song a million times. That song is amazing. I love that song so much. And this is, I love John Legend, but it's been a minute since he's had a song that I just wanted to play over and over again. And this is like, I mean, oh man, it's a great song. Great song. You'll want to grab your lady and dance. So I won't use that one, but Backpack by Quinn 92. New song. And honestly, it will just take you back to when you lied to get a girl or a guy to like you, and that's what it is. So it's just a cool song, really relatable, and I love it. So yeah, Backpack, check it out.
Nice. My second one is a band called Cliff Diver. I recently stumbled upon them. They describe themselves as elevator emo pop. They're really just like a ska band. They're so much fun though. They're on tour right now with Less Than Jake and Bowling for Soup, which is, I don't know if you know me, that's right up my alley. But they have a new album called Exercise Your Demons. The song on that album, it's called New Vegas Bomb, which, I mean,
oh, okay, let's go.
There's a connection there.
In
it's tremendous. Like, as you get into the song, you get to a bridge and you think you're going to hear one thing, and then they just punch you in the mouth with like the catchiest horn line of all time. It's awesome. I hope everybody enjoys it.
I have exercised the demon.
Dude, go into the album and just like read the titles of the songs. They're definitely playing on a lot of, I feel like, jokes that we've had in the past.
I love it. My next one, well, I also had Backpack from Quinn 92. So Didi, we're 2 for 2 right on pace with each other this week. Amazing song. So I'm gonna go Carly Rae Jepsen because, of course, Beach House. Let's go. Always excited for new Carly Rae. It's catchy. It's naturally a little beachy. Kind of gives you, we're running out of summer here, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a couple more songs of the summer to get in. This is clearly one of them. Cannot wait for the new album from Carly Rae Jepsen. So if you haven't already, check out Beach House.
Nice. I'm continuing my putting Beyonce on the playlist because that's probably going to happen for the next like 10 weeks. I can't remember what songs I put on the playlist last week, but Heated I am putting on this week because what she does in the last minute and 20 seconds of that song is why she's the GOAT. It's freaking incredible. So yeah, Heated is this week's Beyonce pick on what we're listening to.
There you go.
That was not on last week, so you're good.
Nice.
Well, I was just super excited to see that Olivia O'Brien released a new song. I don't know about you guys. But Bitch Back is going on the playlist this week. It's just exactly what you want from Olivia O'Brien. I'm just going to leave it there.
She has great song titles.
Dude,
great song titles, dude.
Yes. And like, great lyrics. Like, if you want songs that are catchy and also like legitimately make you laugh while you're singing along to it because it's so ridiculous, it's my girl.
She's great.
Terrific song. Let's see. Last one for me is have one of you put Maisie Peters on the playlist before?
I possibly have. I know Maisie Peters. I may have or may not.
Okay. I can't remember if you have or not, but British pop singer, she released a new song last week called Blonde. And it's kind of in that, pop rock, not necessarily pop punk, but in the same field, but you can call it pop rock with this track. And she's got another one actually coming out next week as well. It's just it's a really, really good song, like kind of hilarious, low-key funny lyrics, almost kind of like what you were just saying, Chris, but a really great catchy melody. Love her vocal style as well. So Maisie Peters with Blonde.
Nice. John Hughes movie by Maisie Peters, check that out. Yeah, her last album or EP, whatever she put out like a year ago or so, super good. But yeah, John Hughes movie. I really like that song. Ed Sheeran and Russ put out a song called Are You Entertained? And I love this song because I love when because Ed Sheeran is like a humongous like hip hop fan. And like he only does interviews with like hip hop radio stations. And I find that to be super funny. And you learn so much about Ed doing that. But anyways, he teamed up with Russ for this song, and it's great because it's just him and Russ like basically just like talking shit, and it's awesome to hear Ed sound like that, where he's literally just just basically just going back at haters and people who say that he fell off or whatever, and it's just great, and it's cool hearing Ed like that. So yeah, Ed and Russ, Are You Entertained?
Cool.
And that is what we're listening to, boys. That's the end of the brunch breakdown. Any final thoughts? Great, good thoughts. Cool.
Chris is thinking hard. I was gonna say I'm glad that we've been talking weddings on this podcast for a long time, primarily leading up to mine. So I'm glad we can find ways to still integrate fun wedding discussions. It's always entertaining at the brunch breakdown when we discuss weddings. So I'll have my beer shoes at the next wedding. So be ready.
When is Ryan's wedding?
September, baby. About 6 weeks away, 7 weeks away.
September 25th.
Mhm.
Okay. September. Isn't that your anniversary?
No, close.
Is it the day after? The day before? It's
2 days
close.
after.
I was like, you're gonna say the date? Like, I know I'm close.
No,
Like,
close.
it's just like, all right, don't say it. It's like, oh, it's actually September 5th. Yeah. All right. Anyways, but yeah, I can't wait to hear you guys review that wedding and talk about how much it sucks.
Live brunch breakdown from the reception. Just kidding.
Can't wait. All right, guys. That's the brunch breakdown. We're out.